this does not look pleasant at all.
Not really, no.
Definitely on fire.
Great deduction, Rich. See, this is why I'm choosing you for these playthroughs.
Oh, of course. I mean, I thought it was for my absolute brilliant comedy chops.
I love you, Rich, but no, never. I know the strengths of... Wow, that just went nowhere. So good job he wasn't exactly awake that day. Or like me, who is totally cognizant of everything going on right now.
I think we've both gone a little bit nuts after. There's the whole weird thing of you get past Christmas, and then it all goes a little bit pear-shaped until you sort of get yourself back into the swing of the things in the new year, because you lose track of time. You lose track of basically everything. And even though we started this just before New Year, it's still like I've just gone back to work the past couple of days. I'm just like, what time is it now? Like, I feel absolutely exhausted. What is wrong with me?
I was like that after the Adaptathon last year.
Our bodies do weird things.
Mine just like drop kicks every so often. Don't ask me why. I'm a bird. Macaque. I kind of want a spirit hammer.
I would be totally down with the spirit hammer. That would be awesome.
A different kind of trauma to Taro, but no less potent.
Most definitely, and
I can feel her
actually, I really quite like Adira and Hana's story.
It's pretty good. I remember not getting all the memories, so if we have that guide handy, I can seek them out.
Yep, I will get one up.
That might be a good place to start looking.
Alright, let's go check a look.
But yes, the first thing that we've got to do is we've got to save their bestie.
There's a relic here. These rocks look like they're part of a larger structure. This is our ox. He helped us shape the land. We have to help him. I don't know how he could possibly be functioning after all this time, but we can't leave him like this.
Some kind of robot automaton?
Try clearing the other areas of corruption in the fields. I think they're connected.
Pretty awesome. He's a giant ox, and he's great.
Very cool. Also part of the Chinese zodiac. Just learning all sorts of things today. Okay, that is nothing.
But you can move that stone that you just walked past.
Point me.
Behind you.
Ah.
Right there.
Haha. Yeah, I don't think I ever found this.
That's fair.
Just thinking of Spider-Man now.
That is also fair. Love me some Spider-Man. I mean, oh my god, No Way Home was amazing, and I loved it.
Nice. Get to fuck. I love how they just evaporate.
I mean, honestly, the effects work in this game is outstanding. Like, I know obviously Unreal Engine 4 allows for a lot of this to be quite easily done, but it's just so well done here and so coherent visually that it's just really impressive.
Nice.
I think that's the thing that I will always sort of think of with Kana, is that for the size of the team and the fact that it is their first ever game, the visual coherency of this project is just through the roof.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody manages to do this well on their first go round. So yeah, you want to bomb that there, and then hit the rock, and then hit that one, and then tether flower over. The timing on this, like I think the first time around I was just like, ugh. But once you've actually clicked it, it's fine.
All this for a rot, a fellow rot.
Yes, but we need to save the rots because they are our friends.
I guess. Was I meant to be healing some corruption? I fought some corrupted guys, but I can't see the plant anywhere around here.
Yeah, no, this isn't one of the areas where there's actual sort of stuff that you need to deal with. It's in other places. Basically, if you bring up your map here, there's 3 areas that we can go to, each of which will unlock the ability to sort of help our little friend. Oh, look, it's a kappa.
Not a fan of them.
No, but they're not too bad, and they're especially easier now that we have a bow and arrow. Because that's not something that we had the first time we fought them.
I don't actually know the name of these dog things, but they're just there to kind of annoy you more than anything.
I mean, isn't that all small enemies?
I guess so. What once was a mini-boss is now an enemy.
And just dies really quickly.
Alright, let's go purify some fields.
Now remember this one being a little bit finicky to work with, because the place that we need to take this is yeah, through a little nook. It's directing us there, which is great and really helpful. But actually sort of pulling it off, your sort of brain goes, eh?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we go through the little alley. And then we're going to have to go back and pick it up again.
Okay, doke. Some blue flashing there.
We'll see how it goes the first time round. But I can't remember whether we need to bomb the stuff first and then peg it over with our friend.
Oh, look, we got another thing.
Okay, so that's the way that it works. I knew it was something like that you couldn't do it all in one fell swoop.
Okay, cool.
So now we should be able to make it to the top of the tower.
Keep doing R1 instead of R2.
Oh, actually, yeah, you just need to... That one doesn't actually lead anywhere, you just need to climb up on this side.
Balls. Do what we can.
And also, I mean, the whole thing that we are here for is just a nice, relaxing journey to heal the world.
Indeed. It's like Okami, but with more stick hitting. Although Okami did have some stick hitting.
It did. Also, less mythical dragons.
Come on, Dom. That thing means shooting. Nice.
Just needs that little bit of focus, that little bit of time, and then it's all good.
Alrighty, where is the next one? Just around here, I think.
So yes, I believe you need to go sort of up past the flower to the right of the tower.
Let's have a look round here. Turn around.
Not quite, it's the other way.
Shush, I'm exploring.
Although there's probably something hidden around here.
Beautiful. But also not what I'm looking for, so...
Oh, there's a chest over to your right.
Jesus, how do you see these things so fast?
I just see things glowing. And this is specifically the joy of when you're not playing something, your eyes have the time to look at everything that's not the main character. And when you have that luxury, you get to see all sorts of other things that you wouldn't have spotted otherwise.
Ah, I remember this area.
Fun little puzzle.
And obviously you've seen me shooting these bombs. You can wait for them to time out on your own. I just find this easier.
Oh yeah, you can also blast them with your purging abilities. And that's another way of getting them to blow up quicker.
Alright, go across there. Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
This was a sacred site, built by an ancient people to track the passage of the seasons. It's beautiful at sunset. Adira and I spent many afternoons resting in the shade of these ruins.
I guess woodsmithing is pretty intensive work.
So that is intended to do something. I can't remember exactly what it is.
Good, Rich. Very good.
But one thing that you do want to do is you want to kind of go up through there, because I do believe that that will head to a meditation spot.
Hey, now that I can find for myself. I did say this was going to be the awkward middle section of the game where I have to relearn everything, but overall it's going smoothly so far.
Remember now. So the thing that we're going to want to do in this area is throw bombs at the different standing rocks and shoot them with an arrow. Basically there's 3 that we want to get, and the thing that we sort of walked up allows us to get to sort of the third one. But basically, yeah, you're going to have to tether flower up to get to the top there. But we might as well start with the easy ones.
Nice.
Which are all nice and on the ground.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
And then we go for the challenge one. Run up, then turn around and tether flower. To get a nice sturdy platform to deal with that.
Good. Good. How do you people build these, like, shrines and dungeons? Jesus.
I honestly don't know. It does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Like, was it an ancient forklift or something? Oh, jeez. Jesus. Oh, that broke his thing at least.
That's what you're after. So since we're in sort of that awkward middle phase, there's a sort of very interesting thing in here around character design on the Wikipedia page. Did you want to hear it?
Sure, mate.
Earlier prototypes of the game focused on the Rot as antagonists, and also didn't feature Kenna at all. When they did sort of come up with the idea for Kenna, she was initially younger, around 7 or 8 years old, but they felt that the story need and the themes of the game required a more experienced and mature protagonist.
Right.
She also originally lacked many powers herself and relied much more heavily on the Rot to complete tasks, which Mike Greer compared to the 2009 game A Boy and His Blob. After exploring more concepts, the team made Kenna strong on her own, but more powerful when teamed with the Rot, which I think definitely the right approach.
Yeah.
Because it's not fun having a weak main character relying entirely on your allies. It doesn't always work so well.
Nah, for sure.
Lead character designer Vic Kuhn designed Kenna's appearance to match the world while also standing out. At one point she had a long cape, but its animation was deemed too distracting, and it was replaced with sort of the much more simple shawl that she has. Kuhn intended her clothes to feel asymmetrical, handmade and practical. The original 3D prototype model of Kenna was built by Rodrigo Goncalves. I am so sorry for butchering that surname.
That's alright, you're just reading off of Wikipedia anyway, so...
I don't know how to pronounce Spanish names properly, I'm sorry. He basically refined the real-time rendering on details such as the character's hair. With the hair, because hair is always very important in video games.
Oh, yes.
They discovered a blend between solid geometry and alpha planes that worked, so they could have effective lighting and defined shapes, but also individual hair details. And similar work was applied to the clothing and the staff. And they also created a digital library for Kenna's facial expressions, hair and hands, so they basically had a really fast method of selecting different poses and ensuring that they could refine and have consistency in the character, which, sort of looking at it, is effectively how stop motion animation works these days. Because if you look at like what Leica tend to do with their films, they always have sort of a set of expressions and sort of movements of art limbs and stuff, and then they sort of swap them out, and that's a really good thing to have. Another thing which is important, which goes more into the background of the voice actress. Obviously Kenna is a young Asian girl, and Josh Greer said that the team always planned for a unique lead character that gamers hadn't seen before. And while obviously gamers have seen young Asian heroes before, I think we definitely haven't really seen anyone quite like Kenna. Dewa Ayu Dewi Larasanti, who voices Kenna, originally became involved in the project through her parents, who founded the Balinese ensemble group Gamelan Kudamani and worked with Embalam on the game's score, including performing some of the songs. She was chosen for the role partly due to her connections to both Balinese and American cultures, having travelled between the two countries as a child. And also she found that the game's themes were aligned with her life experiences in Bali, and used her knowledge of Balinese culture from her father when interpreting Kenna. For example, she was speaking a softer and more formal tone when interacting with her elders. Similarly, she treated the Rot akin to how Balinese people treat the Sesuhunan, and the sacred spirits from whom they often ask for blessings and protection. She also found that her studies, a major in arts and cultures and a minor in ethnomusicology at the University of California, Los Angeles, helped with opening her mind up for the role. She regularly recorded with Embelab on weekends to avoid disruptions with class, and often rehearsed with her mother, who's also a voice actress, before performing for the role. And she actually used her mum's home recording studio to record her performance.
Nice.
She also studied interactions between actors in games like Grand Theft Auto, as well as static or fighting sounds from shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra.
There you go.
The physicality of the role led Larasanti to move while recording, often hitting the microphone or the walls of the recording booth, and would intentionally argue with her brother before recording combat sequences in order to make her performance more believable, and actually performed most of her recording in mid-2020. And also, most of the game's characters were hand-animated, using keyframe animation.
Ridiculous.
Very much how a lot of animated films are made, to be honest, which is really quite cool. And I think that's part of the reason why it's so cool that obviously the game is nominated in the Annie Awards for Best Character Animation.
Kind of wrapped around it. Yeah, I agree. Like, obviously, it's easy to overlook the game parts of the game, but the animation in and of itself shines, so why shouldn't it be, up for an animation award?
Oh, exactly. I think literally the only criticism that I have regarding animation whatsoever is that there's not necessarily an easy fluidity when Kana changes between animations. And it's a tiny thing, but it does have an impact. Now, yeah, you want to jump onto that platform before you sort of go along the bridge, because there's definitely something hidden up here.
What are you bastards hiding from me?
I mean, it's usually either a rot, a hat, or stones.
A rot wearing a hat. Very cool.
It is just that little teeny tiny of, like, when Kana moves from an attack animation to a dodge animation, there's not a fluid change in that, but obviously that is, like, really nitpicking in terms of animation.
I mean, that's stuff you can work on for the second game.
All the other animation is just stellar, so it's just a tiny little transition phases is probably the best way of explaining it.
No. Oh goody, we have kamikaze enemies now.
Yeah, we do, and they really do like coming to try and murder you. It's not the pleasantest of enemies to have to deal with. But we shall deal with them, and it will be fine.
There you go. Thank you, guys.
This puzzle confused me ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly, he says. See if old Entom can get it on the first try, unlike those platforming attempts.
I think because mentally, what my brain was doing was, I mean, common platformer thought process of I want to get that lower block up onto this platform to sit next to the taller one so that I can get up. No, you need to move the bigger one to the smaller one in order to jump between the two, and then move it back. Yes, well, we are very quickly, apart from, you know, having to face more kamikaze little blighters, we are coming up to a mini-boss.
Bring yourself to my bow.
Stop that flower quickly, because that's the blighter giving all the kamikaze.
Here we go.
This is the Vine Knight.
Spin.
Not to be confused with the Green Knight,
Oh my god.
which was actually a really good film.
I was gonna say, I really like your film, sir. Just don't kill me, please.
Anything with a whip, do not like. I do remember him giving me a bit of jib. It's just because, yeah, that whip has quite the reach on it.
Come on. Balls. Well, at least it looks cool.
I mean, that's all you can ask for, really, isn't it?
Don't know why I'm not doing this.
It all works out in the end.
It does, it does. Already for curing.
And technically we can now go and rescue Rufus.
This is where we built our ox. He started as a simple concept, a way for us to work the fields and improve our crops. But he became so much more. It's no surprise the dearest spirit has latched onto him.
Alright. Aha. Hello?
That was the technique you needed to go through.
Alright, lads. Let's do some field work.
Yeah, let's make this place beautiful again.
Make sure to get all of them. They will glow when they're done. There we go. So I haven't missed any memories yet, have I?
I do not believe so, no.
Aha.
I'm basically just rushing ahead in the in the guide, just going, where is it? Where are the memories? Show me where your memories are.
Oh, great spirit of the guide, show me. Very nice. Well, I guess we just head back and bring that big old sucker to life again.
And then we'll get to begin on the next relic.
I saw that popping. I'm not judging, but I did see it. Give me an easy entrance here. Come on, I saw you a second ago.
It's because you're literally on the wrong side of it, but it's fine.
Aha. God, I love magic technology.
I know, it's great.
Rufus, you're okay. I can't believe it. How are you doing, big guy?
So happy.
And also, as with basically every animated animal, he's basically a dog.
Of course. I mean, it's a really easy, like, way of expressing through animation that they're friendly. Just animate them the way a dog would.
She's here to help Adira. He may look rough, but deep down, he's a sweetheart.
Also, I kind of wish that we got to ride Rufus.
Maybe something for the second game, spirit rides.